Peace, healing, love, and light to you. I'm gonna do an energy check-in, and this is just to kind of see what you might be experiencing lately, what energies are most relevant in your experience right now, in your life right now, um, and then get some guidance if it's needed. I'm also getting like this will be confirmation for some people. Um, this is not going to be something that you don't know. This is more like confirmation. Yeah. So let's check in. Thank you to my angels, my guides, my ancestors of the highest white light, highest truth, highest compassion, for your love, for your grace, for your guidance, for your protection, for the messages that you give us. Let's see. Let's check in with your energy. Let's see where you are, what's going on with you right now. What's going on with my viewer spirit? I'm going to get 3 of these. Okay. What's going on with the viewer? We have reunion. Okay. We have learning. Okay. And we have freedom. Yo. Okay. I'm loving this energy. So I would say what I'm feeling and seeing is fairly good. What's going on with you lately is fairly good. It feels good. It might not be always the most comfortable, but it's good. And that's seeing from a higher perspective is good. All right. Reunion, learning, freedom. So one thing that's happening with you is reunion. So something is coming back together. This could be an actual healing in a relationship or a partnership. Some of you guys are reconnecting with long lost loved ones is what I'm getting. I'm also hearing twin flame reunion. I'm hearing and this is also like families. I'm getting like families are starting to come back together. And so you could be experiencing any of that. I'm going to pull some cards though and see if we can get a little more details about what it is that is coming back together for you. Okay. So what's coming back together for you? Spirit, what's coming back together for the viewer? What's happening? What's coming back together? What are we talking about here? Am I using the tarot? It's coming back together. Yeah, we're going to use the tarot. One card from the tarot. 10 of Swords in reverse. Wow. So, there was a lot of loss, is what I'm getting. 10 of Swords in reverse. There was loss. There was, I heard ground zero. So, someone being taken from a very higher, I guess, energy, a higher experience, a higher consciousness, and being taken all the way down to the lowest of the low. I'm also hearing and getting like there's mental, so like a lot of this energy of a huge loss is somehow connected to mental, the mind, right? I'm getting like thoughts. So what you thought, because here's the thing, there wasn't really any loss. It appeared that way, you experienced it that way, but the reality is it was all simulation. It was all illusion, right? It was all illusion. Now that doesn't invalidate that you experienced this, that you and that you have changed, that you are different because of this, that you have new thoughts, new beliefs, ideas because of this, right? I'm hearing the returning of memories lost. Um, yeah, the remembering of past lives. The truth is what I'm hearing also. This is very like, this is very much, this is very much for like someone or those of you that are heavily deep into your spiritual journey. You coming home to yourself is what I just heard. Coming home to yourself. That's huge here. Coming home to yourself. And so in this experience, your perception is that there was a huge loss. There were many losses. And again, being taken from the highest or on your way to the highest to the lowest of lows. That was your experience. That was your perception. And everything that you feel like you lost is returning. Everything in the mind that was distorted, everything in your energy that was distorted is being corrected, is returning. Maybe even parts of you that were lost, it's returning to you. Your soul at some point might have felt fragmented or was fragmented, and all those fragments are returning. It's coming back together for you. Okay? What else, Spirit? They want me to get some more tarot. What else, Spirit? So things are so what I'm feeling like you're experiencing lately is subtle shifts and changes in your energy in the most positive direction. I'm seeing you just going about life and having auspicious moments. I'm seeing you seeing lots of angel numbers, having encounters with people that you don't realize that it's meaningful or that it served the purpose until after the encounter has happened. And then you realize how spirit just used you or how spirit just used that person. Yeah. And so these are little signs that your energy is returning to you, that you are coming home to yourself. Yeah. Dope. What else do you want to say about this, Spirit? What else do you want to say about this reunion, this coming home, this restoration? That's what I'm feeling. It's also a completion. What I heard. It's also a completion. But like the real deal, because there are 10 swords in the back of this person that lies perishing in the ground. So this means that there were many times where you felt or thought this was it, this was the end. And it wasn't. And so you continue to move on. You continue to move on and fight. And you never would give up. That's not who you are. Even at your lowest, you're not someone to give up or give in. But these 10 swords represent overcoming. Yeah, every time you felt like you had the strength to take one more step forward, something came in. and then knock you back down again. This happened over and over and over again. And you overcame it each time and you kept going. That was a cycle in itself that is closing. Being knocked down each time you get up, because there's something else that was missed, because there's something else that needs to be healed. That cycle is over, right? That cycle of torment, depletion, feeling depleted, like that's come to an end. Yeah, because you healed. Okay. 6 of Cups in reverse. You healed something. You've healed those things of the past. Maybe even your past life traumas, karma. You've healed that. And so there's no need for you to be knocked back down again, right? Because you did the work already. And the Sun, reborn, rebirth. So what you're experiencing lately is the beginning. Some of you, the beginning of your rebirth. This is your rebirth. Those little moments where you feel the presence of God, Spirit, Source, the Creator, the Most High, whatever you call it, angels, those moments are real. Those moments where you feel the presence of your ancestors protecting you, those moments are very real. Something about those moments where, I don't want to say don't take it for granted, but it's like sit in it. Those moments where you feel wrapped and warm and cradled and carried. Sit in that. Program your mind and your body to understand what that feels like. Because at some time, at some point, you'll be able to instantly switch into that energy when you need to. It's a gift, right? But you have to learn. You have to learn it, right? Which takes me into the next card, which is learning, right? So another thing that you could be experiencing that's happening for you lately is that you are starting to become more interested in things that maybe in the past you weren't interested in. You're starting to maybe want to absorb more knowledge, more information. Maybe you want to take a class. Maybe you want to pick up an instrument. Maybe you want to write a book. Like you're starting to feel more inspired. You're starting to feel more inspired. Wanting to tap more into your God-given talents, your God-given gifts. For those of you that practice spirituality and energy work, like maybe you are learning a new practice, learning a new what's the word? It starts with the M. Whatever it is, but you want to take on a new practice, right? You are, maybe some of you guys want to return to school. You want to go to school because there are important things that you feel like you want to get out of that form of learning, right? Maybe you want to take a college course. But yeah, what's happening for you lately is your inspiration is returning. Your inspiration, your drive, your motivation, your want to do something is returned, right? That's spirit. What's happening? What else do you want to say about learning? What else does the viewer need to know? Learning, we have comfort. We have illumination. And I'm going to get one more. Energy. Yes. So, some of you all are learning or remembering. Remembering. So this is also about remembering, which we kind of covered in the first part, but you're learning how to take care of yourself better. You're learning how to put you first when you need to in a way that is healthy. You're learning what you like, what feels good to you. You're learning what self-love looks like for you. You're learning how to place boundaries when you need to and uphold those boundaries. Yeah, so there's a big emphasis on not really or somehow forgetting what self-love looks like for you, or maybe not knowing. Again, learning. So maybe the big emphasis is on the fact that you had to learn what self-love looks like for you, because it's not the same for everybody, right? It doesn't look the same for everybody. And I feel like you have firsthand experience. I'll drink some of my tea. Firsthand experience when it comes to needing to learn how to care for yourself. For some of you guys, you have a lot of thoughts, or you're having a lot of thought about the fact that you're different. Like the more you learn the more you learn how to take care of you, love on you, the more you learn how different, how unique, how weird, whatever you are, but there's acceptance with that. Like, okay, I need hold on a second, y'all. There's an acceptance with appreciating the things that make you unique, that make you, right? And you are learning how to do that. Okay. We have illumination here, and so I also feel like illumination. I'm going to get the book because I feel led to, but what I'm picking up, what I feel, first thing that comes to me about that is about learning how to, because you could be experiencing yourself being a light, right? That's not how I want it to come out, but that's the simplest way to say it. Being a light. So people are drawn to you. People are drawn to your energy. You find yourself in situations where you are giving people advice, where people just want to talk to you about what they're experiencing, what their problems are. Sometimes your intuition leads you to places that you probably wouldn't go. And part of that is because the energy that you carry is needed, right? You don't even, so what you're experiencing also is your ability, because you're a healer, right? Your energy is healing. And so you're experiencing yourself being placed in places around people who need healing. And the what you're also experiencing, because there's a change, right? In the past, this was you. Okay? This is you here. I'm covering it because I really want to cover this thing here, this arch. But in the past, that's you. People drawn to your energy, you giving your energy, people taking your energy, all of that with no sort of protection. Or actually, it's not that you didn't have it, but the protection wasn't there, like, because you needed that experience. And this is you now, here, right? Now that you have learned what needed to be learned, now that you have experienced what needed to be experienced, and your soul is coming home to itself, your energy is returning, your memories are returning, your power is returning, because you're aligned now. You understand now. Now look at you. Still that healer, still giving your energy. It's not being siphoned, it's not being taken anymore. But you still give that same energy. You're still that light. You still illuminate the world. And so you find yourself in places where people need healing and they're drawn to you. And you're protected this time. You see this arch around here? There's a protection around you now. So you can feel safe. You can feel safe. Whoever I'm talking to, you're going to be traveling. You're going to go many places. And you can feel safe because there's divine protection around you. Divine protection around the light that you carry, the energy that you carry. It's sacred. Yeah, that's dope. And energy takes me into this card. You see how spirit just comes through and just works the reading out when you allow it to? Energy. So I feel like you're also experiencing growth in the area of working with your own energy. So you're learning more how to work with your energy. You're learning what your energy feels like. Part of that comfort, part of that self-love is giving the same energy that you give to yourself, right? So that you learn and experience, what does my energy feel like without the attachments, without the cords, without the trauma? You know, what does without the lost memories, without the loss, right? Without the lack of healing, what does my energy in its pristine state, my power in its pristine state, what does that feel like? That's what you're working towards. You're learning how to manage your energy. You're learning how powerful you are. And you feel it. You can feel your own energy. Like, I'm getting something about your aura. Like, okay, so some of you guys, you see auras, or you can see your own aura. But yes, you're learning to manage your own energy. Energy, period, but your own also. How to care for yourself energetically. Okay, not just physically, but energetically. Some of you guys could be going into like the field of energy, like solar panels or something like that. Like, you're very interested in that. but this is, I just heard quantum energy, but some of you guys are very like, your thing is you are interested in quantum energy. You're interested in metaphysical energy. Like you want to learn how it works. And Spirit just said, not learning, remembering. Wow, that's dope. Okay. So yeah, so you got a lot of learning going on lately, as you come back home to yourself, right? And then we have freedom. So you feel it in your bones, you feel it in your body, you feel it in your spirit, you know it in your mind. I'm free, no more shackles holding me is what I just heard. And I get like ancestors in the fields. That's the type of, I'm seeing that, and there's music. There's this beat. I can't get it out, but there's music. That's type of energy I'm getting. Like your ancestors fought. Your ancestors fought for freedom. The freedom that you get to experience. Yeah, that's dope. Your ancestors like surround you. But checking in with your energy, I feel like there are a lot of uh, maybe issues, maybe problems that you face that start to fix themselves, that just start to resolve themselves, right? Um, so lately, people could be gifting you just from nowhere. People just want to take care of you. They want to give you things. They want to make sure you're okay. You could be like going having new experiences with new people that you meet, just randomly. I feel like there's also a sense of wanting to get out, wanting to travel and explore. Something has been broken. That peace. Yeah. Let's get another one. Ghost in reverse. Yeah. And stop. Something from your past can no longer affect you, harm you, interfere with your now, your present. And so there's no need to worry. So you could feel like you're finally done with something from the past, or you could feel just in a more peaceful state, more it's like recognizing that maybe something that you thought was a huge deal actually was very minor and wasn't that big of a deal, and bringing peace and acceptance to that situation. There's a different, you feel different in your body and your energy, like a weight lifted from your energy. You feel that. Also, yeah, I think that's the dove. And now I just remember I said I was going to get the book for, I think it was the comfort card. No, not comfort. It was illumination. And so I'm going to go ahead and go to that right quick, because I'm just going with the flow. Whatever intuitively happens, happens, right? So illumination is about, or what does a card say about illumination? It says, drawing this card is like turning on a light in a pitch black room. When the room is dark, it can feel unfamiliar, scary, and mysterious. However, once the lights are on, you can see and feel the truth of your situation and approach what you've illuminated with a deeper knowing and ease. When the room is dark, it can feel unfamiliar, scary, and mysterious. Dark to light, which is the name of the business that my best friend and her friend own. But that makes sense because this is about learning, right? So it's like I feel like what you're also learning or experiencing lately is that you don't have to fear what you can't see, what you don't know, because being in the dark, it doesn't mean that you don't have to fear what you don't know and what you don't see, right? And then there's another message like, when you're in the darkness, it doesn't mean there's always going to be a presence of light, right? You're never completely in the darkness. There's always a presence of light there. And that light is you, right? That light is you. So you understand, now that you understand that you are the light, it's like when you go into the darkness, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Darkness flees from the light. Wow, that's dope. That's a good message. And see, that's why I needed to read the book, because that brought out a completely different message, right? And now I'm going to jump back to freedom. So you feel free in the idea that there's nothing to fear, that you are the light, and that at any moment you can turn on the light. Because you're the source. You are the light. And that is freeing for you. That has set you free. That has brought you a sense of peace. Nothing from your past can harm you, can haunt you. There's been a complete stop to being stuck is what this is about. Being stuck. Like what you've learned has set you free. You're no longer stuck. I want to read the stop card too now, because I feel like there's something else that I'm not hitting on. Stop. This card asks you to stop and reflect. Collect your thoughts, or maybe even just take a break. It may also be a good time to think about what stopping might mean to you. Is it a forever stop? Is it a pause? Is it time to move forward, or simply change your direction? Yeah. So this is about being at or in a state of choice where I get to decide. I get to choose how I move forward, what my next step is. And there's no rush. I'm here in this moment right now. I am coming back home to myself. I'm learning how to love myself again. I'm remembering who I am, remembering my power. I'm calling my power back, calling my energy back to me. I'm still being a light. I'm still a healer. I'm still learning. But there's no rush. There's no rush. Where I am right now is where I'm supposed to be. And I feel like that's what the freedom is about. Freedom in the knowing that there's nothing to worry, there's nothing to stress about. Freedom in the idea that you are the light that you can turn on at any time. Freedom in the idea that nothing from your past can haunt you or harm you anymore. That it's okay to sit in it, to sit in what you are feeling and experiencing right now until you're ready to decide what's next. It's been a dope message. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this message. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole reading, I greatly appreciate you. If it resonated, if it made sense, if it helped you, if it confirmed in any kind of way for you, be sure to like. I appreciate the comments. Yeah. And have a wonderful day. Peace.